think I have everything set up. Hey Elijah, how you doing, baby? Welcome to Grandma's first YouTube stream. Trying to make certain I'm doing this right. Hey, crazy native. How are y'all doing tonight? Andrea and Azariah, I think. I do apologize if I get your names wrong. Okay, I think I have it set up right. This is a lot different than doing the Twitch because the Twitch is set up a whole lot different in the streaming thing. So we're gonna hope I'm doing this right. Y'all can hear me okay, right? You're doing the best. But yes, it is Final Fantasy. This one is 14, and I was actually going to start with the opening movie. I don't know how many people actually have played this or seen it. So I was going to do the opening movie, and then we will do the Realm Reborn setup. And then we will go into Little Grandma and go ahead and get it started. So you can. Good. Yay. And I have the mic perfectly put then. Okay. So let's go into the movie real quick. And I will be at least reading the chat, but I won't say anything so that you can listen to it. I want to make certain that it's up a little louder. Turn this up. Okay. So Final Fantasy 14.
Hydaelyn. A vibrant planet blessed by the light of the crystal. Amid azure seas, encompassing the westernmost of the 3 great continents, there lies a realm embraced by gods and forged by heroes. Her name, Eorzea. The annals of Eorzean history chart the rise of a succession of great civilizations, each one enjoying an age of peace, the astral eras. To date, all have proven ephemeral. In the year 1572 of the 6th and most recent astral era, the Northern Empire of Garlemald amassed a great army at the heart of Eorzea, seeking dominion over all. Rising in desperate resistance, the forces of the Eorzean Alliance met their would-be conquerors in the field. Yet, even as the battle raged, the lesser moon, Dalamut, was plucked from the heavens through imperial machination. From its core emerged the elder primal Bahamut, who unleashed his fury upon the realm. The devastation brought Eorzea to its knees and the era to its end. 5 years have come and gone. The light of life still shines upon Eorzea. Man labors tirelessly to raise himself from the calamity's ruin. The realm is forever changed, a stranger to him once more. Yet heedless of what lies ahead, he shall press on. Spurred by the promise of peace and prosperity. Amid this period of great change, an adventurer, arrives in Eorzea, one whose tale is yet unwritten. May he ever walk in the light of the crystal.
Okay, so that was the overall Final Fantasy 14, and you're going to see that crystal a lot over the next few hex packs. But I'm going to go ahead and I will do each title as we get to it. We're about to start into a Realm Reborn, so I'm going to do that one so you get at least a little feel of a little bit of it. And once we finish a Realm Reborn, then as we get to the next hex packs, we'll do the demo and title one. So. where we're starting. Okay. Woo! Lord have mercy. Hello, sweetheart. I'm doing wonderful. I wanted to get that out there before we actually started on the actual start of the game. In here. Wrong world. There we go. Alright. So this little Gran'ma Lalafell is starting from the very beginning. Yes, I have played this. This is, if anybody ever asked me what my favorite game is to play right now, it would be this. I say that, Raft is right up there, right next to it. But I absolutely love and adore this game. So welcome. We're going to go ahead and get started. There is a little bit of a cutscene at the beginning of this, and then it actually is into the gameplay. I try not to talk over cutscenes. So if I hold my finger up, it just means just wait till after this is over, and I will catch up on the chat and any questions and stuff. So, but welcome. Let's get this little gal started. Well, we're in a queue, so I guess we have to wait a minute. But this really is an exciting game. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate it. I absolutely enjoy this game immensely. It's funny. When I'm upset, I come in here and I kill things. If I'm not upset, I come in here and, well, I kill things. And I do more of the story. But it's a lot of fun. So.
Here. Here. Feel. Hear, feel, think.
Oi! You right? Y'all right, lass? Okay. I don't read pirate too well, so just bear with me. And yes, I would just like to know what I was typing was I'd like to know after all these years why all of a sudden they were just like don't want to play they don't want to play well with YouTube and letting streamers stream both. But I'm gonna play by the rules. I don't like to necessarily, but I do. Alright. And yes, I do read what's not voice acted. You were moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. A rolling of the ship got your stomach churning, has it? Don't seem like seasickness, and now that I look at you. It'll be the ether then, I reckon. You are back, Tyler. Some are more sensitive to the stuff than others. See, and we ain't too far from Vilbrin now, which is chock full of aetherites. Does this bump? No need to fret, though. You'll soon get used to it. Ugh. Might as well have been blooming seasickness. Ship's leaping around like a demented chocobo today. I reckon I might head out on deck and get myself a breath of fresh air. Lominsa still a fair way off, in case you were wondering. Seeing as you awake and all, how about you keep me company till we get there? Can I tell you something? You can tell me something. Just make certain it's not your age or your real name, and we're good. Them young'uns don't much care for conversation, see? Any road. Brennan's the name, and paddling's me trade. But there are rules that say you can't have a lower video. Oh, you can cross? I don't play on the PS3, baby. I wouldn't even begin to know what to tell you. I know some of my mods play on the PS. I think they had played on the PS4, and I think they play on the PS5 now. But I play on the PC, so I wish I could. I smell that salty sea breeze. Now then, lass, judging by your unusual garments, I'd say you were one of them new adventurers. Am I warm? And posted in mod chat. Okay, cool. I'll take a look at it. Because if there's a way, legally, and me not get in trouble, then I would rather do that. I'm still on the first battle. I knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business. These days especially. PS4 is going away in about 8 months. What was it that first attracted you to it? To gain power, to win glory, to amass a fortune. Well, I do like Gil, so to amass a fortune. He said something about saving it for PS5 now. Hi, as can my YouTube big kid. Your first time playing, it's a lot of fun. It really is. And it's got a really good community to it. You're still going to have the ones that are annoying, but that said, overall it's a good community. Fortune, eh? Well, it's a dream we've all had at one time or another. Once you've learned to handle yourself in a fight, you'll want to pay a visit to whichever crafting and gathering guild tickles your fancy. Lominsa is renowned for its spitties and armorers, not to mention its fisher folk. And then there's its cooks, of course. Adventuring ain't just about killing things, after all. That reminds me. Media in Skipper Danny, if you will help remind me. I don't want to do all the crafting and stuff on here, but I want to see, once I get into Shadowbringers, which ones I want to do at least one of each of the jobs to be able to do those stories. I just don't want to do all of them. And I think that, because I know that cooking and alchemy seems to be like one person. So I'll pick one or two of one or the other. It's coming to Switch 2 and yeah, that's kind of I only have just a Switch, and I can't imagine it being on a little screen. So, steampunk on. I get that. Adventuring ain't just about killing things after all. A peaceful pastime may well help you make your fortune. Just remember, though, there's more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. Ain't that the truth? Oh, okay, cool. Yes, please. Because I want to see if it's the same across Shadowbringers and beyond. Ships off the starboard bow. Pirate colors. Pirates? Bloody hell. Have you no sense? Get below. Well, I ain't one to argue. It could, yeah, especially if you get the high quality stuff. What is the world coming to? Pirates firing on ships flying Lominsa colors. Bastards either have a boatload of balls or bugger off for brains. I'm going to say bugger off for brains. You can rest easy, friends. We've made it out of cannon range, and no buccaneer's bark will catch this flighty temptress once the wind's in her sails. Bye, sweetheart. Thank you for stopping in. Now that was too bleeding close. Glad one of us kept her head on her shoulders. I reckon I'd lost mine otherwise. If them pirates gave up the chase, well, we must be close to port. Let's head up on deck and have us a look, shall we? By the by, is this your first trip to Lominsa? No. I thought not. But I'll wager there's been some changes since your last visit. Allow a journeyed itinerant to apprise you of the current state of affairs. Ahem. Lominsa prides itself on being Eorzea's foremost naval power. Weren't too long ago that the place was ruled by pirates, but thanks to the current admiral's civilian influence, the city-state could almost pass for a respectable nation. You'd never guess she was once a rum-swilling buccaneer herself. It's Jack Sparrow. Absolutely. Of course, most folk ain't so quick to change, and with a town full of liberty-loving ruffians, you can imagine how many naysayers and troublemakers she's got to deal with, like them pirates who took a fancy to us just now. And if that weren't bad enough, I've heard the Sahagin are raiding the coast just as bold as you please. Them are the sea-dwelling beastmen the local call fishbacks, in case you didn't know. Yeah, I love it. And with most of my teams having the Summerford Scholar, most of them started out here, so. At long last, win ho! Behold, Lominsa, a nation blessed by the ocean's bounty and beloved of Limlian, goddess of navigation. I don't know if I said that right. It's been a while since I've had to say any of the 12. Your sister plays this. It's a fun game. It really is.
On a windswept isle in the southwestern corner of the realm, amidst the roiling waves of the Rotano Sea, lies the maritime city-state of Limsa, Lominsa. To this haven for bandits and brigands, cutthroats and curs, seekers of both freedom and fortune, comes a lone adventurer. Lone yet not alone, for the hero's arrival has drawn the gaze of the nation's patron deity, Limlane. What realm-shaking fate has she descried in the churning waters of this mortal's future?
And here's where we part ways, lass. In to finish that comment, you're never really done with Final Fantasy XIV. We have the patches. I have a new patch coming soon as well. But I get that she's caught up. My original grandma is mostly caught up. I still have to finish one of the social tribes. But that's about it. No, that's what I'm saying, baby. It's a continual storyline. It keeps going and going and going. Oh, Grandma loves you too, baby. Hello. Okay. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares. Then it's on to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this, by the way, by way of thanks for saving me arse earlier. Hello. Hey, you never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Because the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider a square. Your first time being on screen. Yay!
Through peril and hardship, discovery and triumph, may the navigator guide this brave soul on her life's voyage. Till sea swallows all.
And you'll hear that a lot around Limsa. Till sea swallows all. Okay. Now we actually get to get started. Oh, thank you, Skipper Danny. I appreciate that. Like I said, I don't have it in me to do all of them again, but I do want to do enough to where I can do those job lines when I get to them. Oh, thank you, A-Band. Oh, I typically will stream for 3 hours. I start at 7 Eastern and ended at 10 Eastern. I don't know what time zone y'all are in, but y'all will have me. Like I said, most Mondays are dedicated now towards streaming just on YouTube and streaming this. If I need to take a break and I have something specific that I want to build, or there's an event on my server, then I will do Minecraft. But yeah, I have dedicated Mondays to doing nothing but stuff for YouTube, because I've been saying I was going to figure out how to do it. I was going to, I'm going to figure out how to do it. And, well, I did. I mean, there's some other things, and I have, like, some notes of things that I need to take care of and look into. But, yeah, this is it. Magical. You there. I mean you. This is my district, and I make it my business to know all the scum that washes up in it. Excuse you, I am not scum. Oh, she looks weird without glasses. Media, we gotta get her glasses. Wow. Ah, an adventurer, fresh off the boat, is it? Well then. Allow one of Lominsa's finest to set you on the right path. Hop to it, lass. I haven't got all day. Hey, Lammy, thank you, sweetheart. I don't know what that is. Can grab you. Yeah, I think I have to like do the opening questions. I don't think I can even see anybody until then, if I remember correctly. And I'm not reading off this. Keyboard. Yeah. I am going to do one thing though, otherwise it will be flooded horribly if I don't at least do this. Companions, I don't have to. Targeted, because I kid you not, there's a lot of people and you will see like a sea of names and I won't be able to see anything else. I don't care about that once I'm targeting you. Don't care about that. I do want to see it when it's slow. I said, just bear with me or it's going to be absolutely horrible. And I can't do this until I get to this point right here. Yeah, we'll do that. Targeted. 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 I don't want 493. Or 9. And I think there's one more where it's nothing but minions. There we go. Untargeted. And when targeted. Alright, I think that is everything I need right now. Oh, you can get me now? Cool. Initiating quest. I wish I could remember how to cut that off. I do not need the help. Alright, coming to Limsa Lominsa. To be recognized as an adventurer in the city-state of Limsa Lominsa, you must first register yourself with the Adventurers Guild. Hi, Victoria. Now then, I'm sure you're itching to explore, but adventurers are required to register their presence in the city. And without a bit of local knowledge, you're like to get your throat split in some piss-stinky alley. So before you do anything else, get yourself over to the Drowning Winch and enroll with the Adventurers Guild. It's not far. Just head straight down the street and speak with Griffar. He'll show you how to work that big moving platform we call the Crow's Lift, and that'll take you up to the pub. Once you're there, look for a fellow by the name of Batteron. He's the proprietor of the winch. He might curse like an ale-sodden sailor, but the man's got a soft spot for wide-eyed newcomers like yourself. He'll set you straight. Got that? Good. Now run along, and may the navigator guide you on your on your journey. Yay! Thank you. That way I do not have to worry about the random ones. Yes, yes, yes. I know. Have I ever played... I don't know what Wolf Quest is, so I'm going to say no, I have not, sweetheart. Welcome to Lominsa. If you've a mind to visit the Drowning Wench, the Crow's List will take you there. Now, I will tell you, I typically read the first time, but if it's the same thing that they say every time, I don't. Ah, batter on. What you got, baby? I really do wish they had at least voiced the Adventure Guild owners or people that lead them. Greetings to you, lass. What'll it be? Ah, but you ain't here for the drink, are you? You come with a mind to try your hand at venturing, I reckon. Well, you'll find no shortage of work here in Limsa. The name's Bateron, and this most hospitable of hostilleries is the Drowning Wench. It is also owned with the Adventure Guild here in Limsa. That's why we've got a desk especially for Angeline Guild business, and why I seem to spend more time saving the neck of whelps like yourself than wetting the throats of me regulars. Adventurers have a knack for finding trouble, you see. You think? Not that they need it in these parts, on account of there being trouble wherever you look. If you manage to steer clear of the fishback and the kobolds outside the city, the pirates on the inside will get you instead. And if they don't manage, there's always the Garlean Empire to finish the job. Oh, no one knows what they're planning, of course, but if they're planning anything, you can be sure it's to kill the lot of us. You can be a wolf in yellow. Oh, that is cool. Yeah, I do not have that one, baby. This town seems peaceful at a glance, but look again, and you'll see a people living in fear of what tomorrow might bring. And who can blame them? After everything that happened, Eorzea took a mighty blow during the calamity, but our owns weren't the only things what got wiped off the face of existence by that thrice-damned bastard of a dragon. It took our bleeding memories, too. No one's been able to explain it in a way as makes one ounce of sense. And none of the folk what saw it and lived to tell the tale seem to agree on how the tale actually goes. It's all foggy, like recollections from an hard night on the ale. You can imagine why people might fear for the future if they can't rightly recall the past. But there is one thing we all remember, and that's the group of adventurers what laid down their lives to drag Eorzea back from the brink when she was bound for the abyss. Well, I say we remember. Truth is, though, we ain't forgotten what they did for us. This goddamn calamity spawned memory loss, robbed us of their names. It won't even let us picture their damn faces. It's like staring at a gull flying in front of the sun. All you see in your mind's eye is a shadow set against a blinding glare. And that's how every bugger describes it. By the way, give or take the odd gull. This is what's got people calling these heroes the warriors of light. If Limsa's ever going to put this time of darkness behind it, it's going to need adventurers to help banish the fear. It's going to need new heroes like the ones we lost. Maybe one day you'll be one of them. And that's why any aid we can give to adventurers is effort well spent. What say you, lass? You willing to lend us your strength? Me thanks to you, and to the navigator and all. I knew she'd steer you my way for a reason. But listen to me, yattering on like a sun-touched fishwife. 'Tis our time we got your mark in me book. Put your scrawl right here. Gran'ma Lalafell, is it? And a fine name it is. Congratulations, you're now an upstanding member of the Venturers Guild. You there, adventurer. You sailed in on the last ferry, did you not? The captain reported being attacked by a pirate vessel, and several witnesses have testified independently that a passenger matching your description went out on deck mere moments before the incident took place. Sending your friend's signal, were you? Lord have mercy. Now, hold on just a moment there, officer. You've got the wrong lass. Sorry, I also have a phone that I keep an eye on to make certain my son does not send me a message. Okay. This fine, upstanding young lady is me dear departed grandma's sister's niece's cousin's closest companion. The lass wouldn't be caught dead fraternizing with such unsavory elements. Is that right? You are surely aware of the recent kidnappings. Respectfully, then, we cannot be too trusting of outsiders at a time when the loyalty of even our closest friends is in doubt. You make a good point there, officer. A very good point. Very wise. You needn't worry that. I keep an eye open at all times. Me and two more often than not. Now, sir, what say ye to a tankard of me finest ale afore you return to your duties, eh? Not a watered-down cup of piss like last time, I should hope. I ain't got the faintest idea what you're on about, officer. The wench might offer some of the cheapest grog this side of the Strait of Myrthor, but that don't mean it won't get ye good and pickled. And look, there's a chair over there just crying out to be sat on. So kick off them heavy boots, eh? Batter on you just lies at them officers. You'll have to excuse these eager, bloody yellow jackets. There's been a spate of kidnappings, see, and they ain't got a clue who's behind them. Naturally, they've taken the clapping irons on anyone who looks vaguely suspicious, which means venturers, visitors, and pretty much every bugger else in this town. Don't take it personal, though. Us Lominsans can be an headstrong bunch of bastards, 'tis true, but given time, we'll grow on you. Now, where was I? Oh, welcome to Limsa, Lominsa, where the sea's as green as the faces of me patrons after a few too many blackberry whiskeys. Now take a moment to gather your wits, and we'll get started with learning you the ways of the city. Hey! Alright, I should start seeing people. Let me see here. You know what, I will deal with my bars off screen. Close to home, Batteron, proprietor of the Drowning Wench, wants you to perform 3 tasks that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. Right then, Let's start you off nice and easy with 3 tasks that'll help you get used to life here in Limsa. Firstly, if you head down a floor, then point your nose to the west. You'll get an eyeful of the great glowing crystal in the middle of the courtyard. Now, that's an aetherite, a device what can move you from one place to another in a blink of an eye. Now, you know swifter way to travel, providing there's an aetherite where you want to go, of course. Have a chat with the Yellow Jacket on guard down there, and you'll be treated to a lecture on the workings of the device. Before you do that, though, remember to touch the thing. As strange as it sounds, it won't work till you have. The second on the list is the marketplace. You'll find weapons, armor, and all your venturing bits and pieces for sale in the district that lies beyond the aetherite. And don't go throwing your gill around just yet, though, or you'll get fleeced quicker and you can say, "Why is me coin purse so light?" Every word was Swat's blade. Instead, he's the head of the Merchants League, by the way. Give him this old octant and he'll treat you well. And for the last of me helpful hints, I suggest you meet some fellow spell slingers at the Arcanist Guild. I guarantee you'll learn a few new tricks for your tome if you decide to join their crew. Mary at the front desk is the one to get you started. Got all that, lass? Seeing to them 3 tasks will take you on a little jaunt round the city and help you work out where everything is. Now, I best be getting on. Run along, eh? Buckaroo, there I go sending you off without telling you something crucial. That bloody calamity's made a right mess of me memory, I swear. Well, that or the L. Any road. While you're out, if you happen to pass any poor sod what looks like they might need your help, consider giving their tale a listen, eh? It sounds like a chore, I admit, but you never know what interesting opportunities could be lurking out there, just waiting for you to stumble on them. For example, Ninya over yonder's been casting glances at you since you waltzed in. Why not lend an ear and see what she has to say? You'll like to find yourself running odd errands in the beginning, but once you build a reputation as a woman folk can trust, the jobs will get harder and the rewards more generous. If you have time, I'd also seek the advice of the smith in the winch. The lads is bear that title of some fine advice for them what just starting out in the profession. And that, my girl, is how you go about becoming a legend among adventurers. Grandma don't say too terribly much. She does a lot of head nodding. Alright. Let's go talk to them or they won't let us back on the elevator. I can call it a lift. That's an elevator. Hi, Ninia. Making a name. Ninia, a veteran adventurer, has some information that might be of interest to you. Well, would you look at this? A shiny new adventurer. Listen close, lass. I have some information that might just help put you on the map here in Limsa. I was passing through Bulwark Hall below not long ago and saw a bunch of herbs just scattered about on the ground. Now, I'm not entirely certain, but I think they might have been the black market wares known as green flowers. Lominsa is a busy port, and not all the merchants that blow in across the strait are above board, if you know what I mean. How'd the plants end up in Mizamas? Who knows? It might have been a deal gone bad. The important thing is you make a name for yourself by handing them in. Speak to Skinrail, and she'll get you down to the first floor. Then all you have to do is pick up the herbs and take them to, oh good lord, it's one of those, Old Sky at the Octa. Being a worldly captain, he knows a thing or two about such shady goods. There we go. You are here, Damien. Welcome, sweetheart. Alright. You wish to visit Bulwark Hall below? Crow's Lift is ready when you are. Alright. So let's go and pick these up. Yeah, I'm starting to see people now. And I'm going to have to look up how to turn those off. Isn't there a way to turn off the help? Surely there is. I'm not the only one that's an alcoholic. Just saying. Alrighty then. Yes, I'm Sky. You have some herbs you wish me to examine? Ah. There's an active help toggle somewhere in the settings. Yeah, and that's what I'm about to find. Yes, as you suspected, these are highly illegal blooms known as green flowers. They are the prime ingredient of creations of somnus, a substance whose fragrance is said to lull the sniffer's mind into the sleep of death. Forgive me, I couldn't resist the jest. These herbs are not more than Athic lavender, a common enough export from Limsa, Lominsa. It's just trying to frighten us. In fact, they probably spilled from crates that were loaded onto my very own ship. I think someone has been having a bit of fun with you, miss, but not to worry. You've learned a few things and made a new acquaintance. Well met. Hey. Oh my God, Gran'ma Lalafell, this is oh, thank you for food's sake. I appreciate that, darling. I do have a lot of fun playing this game. And yes, there's a lot of people that hang out. Oh, that's right. Somebody's got to tell us about it. Ah, another novice adventure. I better on a scent more than a few of your kind this way of late. Hey, it's a guy. I thought that was the one we just talked to. I am Sun Timal, one of the Yellow Jackets tasked with keeping the peace in the city. It is also my charge to provide guidance in the use of this device. Fear not, I shall be brief. Aetherites are crystalline structures that tap into ethereal energies. They are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Return and teleport, the most common transportation spells. Make direct use of the Aetherites and their connections to the flow of ether. And as these devices are found in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer worthy of the name will wish to seek out and attune herself to each one. Once you have expanded your horizons beyond the walls of the city, you will soon find yourself performing the act of attunement as a matter of course. There is, however, no need to unseemly haste. These Aetherites found in and around the city will be sufficient for the present, I assure you. Should you wish to learn more about Aetherites or transportation magic, I will be here to answer your questions. Why, thank you, sir. And we have returned. You attune with the Aetherites. Woohoo! Ah. And let us continue on. But yeah, had I not turned off the nameplates, all you would have seen is a bunch of names, and that's it. A fine evening to you, madam. Welcome to the most replete marketplace in the grand realm of Eorzea, where every shelf groaned under the weight of wonders born from all four corners of the world. Pray browse the stalls until your eyeballs ache from oogling the overabundance of unbelievable bargains. Now, as much as I would love to elaborate upon the unrivaled quality of our merchandise, I must tend to some cargo, but recently arrived at the docks. You bear a gift from Battaron? Whatever could it... My octave. By the navigator, I must have left it behind in the winch, along with a week's pay of several bells worth of intoxicated memories. Etsy. I am most grateful to have it back. This tool is a keepsake from my days as a ship captain, you see. Needless to say, your good deed must be repaid, and what better recompense than the wisdom of a master merchant? If it is simple and sturdy adventure and equipment you seek, you need look no further than the east and west arms of Hawker's Alley. Unless you doubt, each guild will try this again. Lest you doubt, each guild you invest in arms and armor will be money well spent. Adventuring is, after all, a dangerous profession by its very nature. It goes without saying that Hawker's Alley both stalls specialize in the tools of every martial discipline imaginable. And within but a few steps of bazaars and apothecaries, that will most amply supply all of your potion and perishable needs. Our keen-eyed agents procure a frankly befuddling range of wares during their sojourns to distant shores, so it pays to become familiar with the type and price of the goods offered by each stall. Such knowledge will serve you well in your purse if your purse is light or your time is short. Hi, Malik. How you doing, baby? But verbal instruction of this kind will only profit you so much. Experience has ever been the surest teacher, if not the kindest. I invite you to explore the markets for yourself. Well, okay. And I will get all my aetherites later. Yay! Yes, I know. Okay. There's a lot of Lalafells over here. I'm sure there's a lot of Elizons too. I'm just saying. Alright, so we'll get this one too. Be one less one I have to get to later. Okay. Hi, Murray. Welcome to the Arcanist Guild. It is here that we research and develop the field of Arcanima. Arcanima is the science of employing arcane geometries, intricate patterns that map the unlocked mysteries of existence to draw forth and manipulate the body's etheric energies. But if I'm not mistaken, you already possess some rudimentary understanding of the craft. Shall I deepen your knowledge of our history as well? Hi, Jadir. The roots of Arcanima can be traced back to the esoteric calculations practiced by the people of the South Sea Isles. It was these island folk that first discovered a method to express natural phenomena in mathematical terms. Building on this process, the existing mathematical formulae were further developed into arcane geometries, precise patterns that allowed a practitioner to weave aether into specific magical effects. The mages who invoked this new form of magic became known as Arcanists, and the school of Arcanima was born. Many such mages, wishing to expand their understanding of the world, took to the seas abroad trading vessels. Upon their arrival in Lominsa, Arcanists found themselves welcomed into the academic elite and soon secured positions in the realms of governess and council. The knowledge of an Arcanist, however, is traditionally passed on from master to chosen disciple, As such, Admiral Merweb, counting several wielders of Arcanima among her personal staff, became concerned that this exclusionary practice would lead to the eventual extinction of the art. So, at the Admiral's express orders, an official Arcanist guild was established and funding was provided for research and training. The complex and demanding nature of Arcanima, however, remains the greatest threat to its own future. If you would continue your study of this challenging discipline, then I must insist that you indicate your commitment to joining our guild. Excuse me. Well, have you decided to enroll in our guild? Or are you now intimidated by the thought of excessive thinking? Excuse me. Take a sip real quick. That's one thing. You read so much, your throat gets dry. Alright. Way of the Arcanist. Mary wishes you to reaffirm your desire to join the Arcanist Guild. And we get raisins. Your sound judgment is to be commended. Now, standard practice dictates that I introduce you to our guildmaster that you might convey your intentions in person. Due to extraordinary circumstances, however, he is unreachable at present. Instead, you may speak with Mistress the Beardium. She has shouldered full responsibility for the guild's leadership in the interim. You will find her just over there by the bookshelves. You needn't be shy. Though her mind is sharp and critical, her manner is always most welcome. Alright. Ha! Yes, I am the Beardium. Greetings, and welcome to the Arcanist Guild. As Murray has doubtlessly explained, I am serving as acting guildmaster until our wayward leader deigns to return. I assume our capable receptionist also spoke of our art's origins. Allow me then to expound upon its nature. Arcanima taps into the living energies of ether, and the evidence of this is represented most aptly perhaps by our ability to manifest the arcane entity Carbuncle, and the manner of magic which this ethereal ally employs at our command. The core of the discipline, however, is found in the pursuit of definitive solutions to any potential quandary, even on the field of battle, nay, especially on the field of battle. This principle takes precedence. Oh, hey, Void Lunch. Oh, Gran'ma loves you too, Catnap. If one wishes to make certain the question of victory, then one must apply the most effective strategy. An Arcanist is measured by her ability to calmly analyze a situation from moment to moment and respond with the most appropriate spells at hand. The study of Arcanima will test your mental faculties to the point of perplexity. Perplexity. Are you prepared to reason your way through predicament after predicament? I am. An unambiguous response, the kind I most prefer. Let us now see if the clarity of your words is matched by the sharpness of your mind. In Lower Lenosa, you will find, among others, 3 species of pests: wharf-rats, little ladybugs, and Aurelae. I ask that you employ your skill in Arcanima to eradicate 3 of each type of creature. Leave the city through the Tempest Gate, and you will soon encounter the potential targets in abundance. As long as you remain focused, I do not foresee these opponents causing you or your budding abilities undue difficulty. Once you return from completing this preliminary trial, I will welcome you as an official member of the Arcanist Guild. May your judgment remain swift and clear. Well, that was all a mouthful. Alright, so let's go back to Baderon. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think he will have a quest that also employs some of those barons here. I hope y'all are doing well tonight. Alright, yep. I get to see people. I see dead people. No, you don't. You see other people. Oh, there you are, Grandma. Enjoy your jaunt around the city, did you? If you mean to base yourself in Lominsa, that won't be the last time you'll visit them three places. And now you've got some idea of what's where, you can start exploring the rest of the town. You've shown a good ear for listening, lass. Stick with old Batteron, and you'll go far. Or is this where I have to get to level 5? Yep, this is where I have to get to level 5. So, first off, we are going to go out here and get our earrings. That will help us with our XP. And there's a couple of pieces. Excuse me. That will also help as well. Give me my mail. I know how to check my mail. Thank you. Alright, let me see what I got. Don't need. That's not, what is the newest one? That one goes to 560. Is it a Zemas or is there another one in there? Media, Skipper Danny. What have I stumbled upon? You have stumbled upon Final Fantasy XIV, baby. Where we have restarted the story over here. Just for my followers on YouTube. So welcome. I'm gonna go ahead and take this. It is this one? Okay. It won't let me just take one. Fine. I knew it was going to do that. I should have known. Alright. I got all that. I'm just saying, in Sorter, I can take exactly what I want. What is tiramisu? I do not apologize for that. I was just asking. I would have ended up getting both of them anyway. Nope. 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 I don't think any of these give any. Nope. I know there's a helmet in here somewhere. That does. Does not. It's a oh, cool. Oh, thank you, Lily. I appreciate that. Hey, Cat Works. Coffee soaked lady fingers layered with rich, creamy mixture of marzipan, cheese, egg. That doesn't sound like a dessert, but it does sound interesting enough that I would love to try something like that. Okay, let's see. That one, XP, yeah, I think it's the friendship circlet. Oh, I have to take them all. I want to take them all. See, that I get the fist bump because I have to. I think the other helm is also 20%. We'll go look real quick. There it is. Yep, it's 20%. It only goes to 10 though, so I'm going to take that for now. And because I had to. Alright. Let's put on our extra ring and stuff and hide that helm. Oh, that's what I can't. Oh, I can. There we go. Hi, darling. Give me one moment. Oh, yay. Thank you. I thought I smelled it. Huh? No, whatever. Hey, girl. Love you. My son made dinner. I have sausage and mac and cheese. So we'll put that there. Oh, there. You've seen me before. Hi, Stephanie. How you doing, darling? Oddly enough, it's an Italian dessert, but I got it at a local sushi place. It's an Italian dessert that you got at a sushi place. Okay. Whereas Capone is more like cream cheese and cheddar cheese. Gotcha. I need to do me some clothes too. Alright, let me... Okay, yeah. I need to go out here and kill me some stuff. Alright. The little ladybugs. Oops, and come on. You're doing good. Yay! That's always lovely to hear. Oh, it's gonna tell me about XP. Oh, yeah. When I get done with them, I'm definitely going to be going in turning off those kelp. Alright, this is the last one of these. Then we have to like run all the way out. To get the last of what I need. And then we can return. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate that. Lord. I mean, I get it. If you're first time in here, or even second time, I get it. Woohoo! That's 4. We have to get 5. And I even have, I can kill myself now. Alright, so we're not quite, and I don't, let's see. I don't know that's going to give us, nope. Not going to quite give us enough. So we're going to kill a couple of these river toads. And anybody who has ever watched me over on Twitch knows how much I'm not a fan of the toads. Because some of them, they put their tongue out and they'll grab you with their tongue and pull you over to them. Yay! Welcome back, sweetheart. You are in my way. turn that off too. Yeah, we'll go out this way. You ate dinner? What did you have for dinner, darling? I'm having sausage and mac and cheese. Oh, we have a fight coming. I should have just waited for the fight. It would have given me everything I needed. Oh yeah, this is gonna take way too long. Nope. Oh, I can return. Hang on. We got sausage and mac and cheese, and I love them. All right. Let's go turn this in. Then we can go to Batteron. Alfredo. See, I love fettuccine Alfredo. Love it. I love pasta. Who am I lying? I love pasta. I see the creatures beyond the city walls pose you little threat. It is with great pleasure, then, that I formally recognize your initiation into the guild. From this day forth, you may proudly bear the title of Arcanist. I suggest you continue your forays into the wilderness and keep the pages of your grimoire turning. There is no finer teacher than the harsh mistress of experience. And to commemorate this occasion, I gift you with this hunting log. The enemies marked within the pages have been specifically chosen to challenge your ability in Arcanima. When you devise a new strategy or tactic, you now have a ready source of opponents on which to test it. And when you feel you can command Carbuncle as easily as you might move your own limbs, return to me for further instructions. I will be waiting. Oh look, I'm back. Oh, and we get, let's see, we have a helm we're keeping, and I think we have level 8, so we'll probably go after the level 5 gear until I can make some and give it to her. Accept, what's in the box? Acting Guildmaster, the Bergium wishes to access the improvement of your Arcanima skills. Ah, Grandma, isn't it? Are you eating well? An empty stomach distracts the mind and leads to hurried judgment. I must oft remind my Arcanists to take meals, so ensconced do they become in their studies. Speaking of such, have you been practicing your tactics with Carbuncle? I believe it is time to assess the improvements of your skills. As with your previous trial, I would have you defeat foes in lower Lenosia. 3 wild dodos and 3 tiny mandragoras to be precise. Watch carefully the behavior of your opponents. Formulate an effective strategy and utilize your arcane entity to its fullest potential. I expect you back in time for breakfast. Ooh, breakfast. That sounds good. Oh! Chat disconnected, reconnected. That's crazy. Why does it do that? I mean, it keeps reconnecting. Back into the game. Actually, this is, I've got a couple of, I'm an alcoholic. I started it, I can talk pretty some days. I started a new Gran'ma Lalafell to show people over here who have not played the game what the game is like, because I absolutely love and adore the storyline. But thank you. Yeah, this one is a sprout right now, but my other grandma is waiting for the next pack to drop in Dontrell. So we're going to have some fun over here with this one. P8I8S P9I8. I don't know what that is. Oh, just a question mark. That's part of your name. I'm so sorry. Oh, good Lord. So I have to go, but I'll be back. Hi, Stephanie. But I don't have to, but I won't be chatting, and that is okay, buddy. Alright, let's see. We have to go back to the lower. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get those other Aetherites. Howdy, Eric. How you doing, baby? You know, we're gonna do that real quick. I'm just gonna do it, because it will actually help in the long run, so. We're gonna run down to the Fisher's Guild. And grab that one. Alright. While we're doing this, I might grab another bite of dinner. Alright. Zango, Zango! Alright, take me down. They got mac and cheese. Taught all my boys how to make homemade mac and cheese. Now that said, there's a time and a place for blue box. Where am I going? Oh, north. I think there's 2 more. You know what? While we're here, let's go ahead and pick up the one from Batteron. Oh! And a pair of shoes. Alright, on to Summerford. Batteron, proprietor of the Drowning Wind, wants to lend a hand at Summerford Farms, or wants you to lend a hand. Still in Limsa, are you, Grandma? How'd you fancy a trip outside the city walls? I'd like you to visit an orchard by the name of Summerford Farms. Ever heard of the place? The owner, Stalwern, is an old mate of mine. He's got himself a crew of mostly reformed pirate types, if you can believe that, and he's been trying to bring a bit of life back to the fields after the calamity ruined the soil. He mentioned needing another hand or two, and your name sprang to mind. I gave you a glowing recommendation, so make sure you work hard and impress the old bastard. You need directions? The place ain't hard to find. Just take the Zephyr Gate out of the city and follow the road northeast. You got it. Limsa, most of my tunes have started in Lominsa, because most of my tunes started as Arcanist, because I love healing as a scholar. I love my fairy, and I love the job line, the story behind it. Later on, it gets so sweet and adorable. I mean, it really does. See if we swing up to, I think it's the Marauder Guild. I think that's the last one I need. Then it'll give me the gates. Bye! And don't apologize, baby. Grandma always understands real life comes first, baby. Okay, yes, I do have the other gates. Hi, can you say my name, please? Ezra Gunhurin. Welcome to the channel, baby. Bear with me, I'm also eating dinner. Alright. So we have to slay dodos. Which one is that one out? That lower one out. We want to go here. Then we'll come back in and go to the other one. Oh! I'm not how far to kill these. I forget. Oops, wrong one. So a little funny thing about that is the button I just pushed is my scholar's version of this called Royal. And if you're ever going to start the game, always do your book. Whoops. You can get HP at the beginning. Okay. So, the dodos and mandragoras are well up the road. Hi, Tyler. How you doing, baby? Give me my pen though. Dodo should be around the corner, if I remember correctly. Yep, there we go. Hi, Ari. You love my vid. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. Now, what I'm going to probably end up doing, I was already talking to one of my mods about it, is for those who can't or don't get to see the whole screen, I'm going to condense the 3 hours down into some about 30 minutes of highlights and post that so anybody who can't make it for a particular stream or something can at least see what happens. So. That was 3? Yep, it was. Alright, let's go find them other little fellows. I think that's them over there. Yep. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to like move my buttons around. I'm actually having to like look at my bars. Alrighty then. Pardon me. I can't play Fallout, baby. Anything that is first person or a lot of movement, um, triggers my motion sickness. So I can't play things like Fallout or Call of Duty. Believe me, I tried Destiny, and what little bit I did play, I did have a lot of fun. But it was just too much. We actually, over on Twitch, play Wrath, and we had to find early where to hit that button so the Wrath didn't keep rocking. So our Wrath doesn't move in that aspect, and I still have to be careful. We were on an island. We had to kill a bear, and it was so big and so many turns and stuff that I was just like, y'all go do what needs to be done. And I went back to the Wrath and just did like little things because my motion sickness had like grabbed a hold of me. So yes, we're gonna do that. That step by step. How do I do this again? So that I don't reset the wrong bars again. Just saying. It's kind of like Cookie Run Kingdom. Yes, absolutely mac and cheese. I love mac and cheese. When I learned how to make it homemade, it was like I refused to get it out of a box. And that said, there is still a time and a place for blue box. That is definitely one of the comfort foods that I like. Alright. And I don't think I come back until level 10 after this one, so. Welcome back, Grandma. It appears your coordination with Carbuncle is progressing at a satisfactory pace. Shall we test your growing acumen with more practical examination? Our work at Milvane's Gate requires us to inspect and record the contents of incoming cargo. To stimulate such a task, I have had several crates transported to the cliff south of the Zephyr Gate. Oh yeah, I remember that. I want you to examine those crates and return the inspected cargo here to me. You would be surprised at the depths to which some merchants will sink to deter our custom agents to perform a thorough investigation. False bottoms, rotting foodstuffs, flesh-eating falcon. I suggest you be prepared for any eventuality. Gotcha. I need a flying couch. I can't even mount up yet. Zach, hello from the Philippines, searching with my friend. Ah, that is sweet. Well, welcome, Zach from the Philippines. Hi, hello, hello. Reminds me of Mrs. Doubtfire. Hello. Okay, so we're going to the Zephyr Gate. No. Whoop. Make sure I don't get those dwarf rats. Alright. Let's try inspecting this thing again. How PS3 runs better than a PS5. I am not a threat. Pray ignore my presence for the present and allow me a moment to cogitate. I like that. Talk to the him. The reaction to my sudden appearance was within expected parameters. But I must admit I did not expect so proficient a performance against the enemies set against you. Yet I think as though your tactics were I spied much room for improvement. As I watched you battle, the wheels of my mind whirled into motion, as they are wont to do, inventing other possible strategies you might have employed. And she looks so weird without her glasses. Lord have mercy. Let's see. Taking into account your current level of ability, factoring in the etheric constant, multiplying by the number of opponents, then applying your tactics to other potential combat scenarios. Oh dear. My calculations indicated failure upon encountering a threat level 9,785. That's a long way. 104 minutes. Are we there? Are we 104 minutes in already? What time is it? I guess we are. Well, we'll have to see what we can do about that. She's a kitty. Although the opportune window to do so has passed, I would nevertheless introduce myself. I am Kalaya, Milvin's Gate Assessor, acting guildmaster. The Beardium elected me to oversee your training and provide any necessary guidance and instruction in the field of Arcanist. Well, okay then. From what I have observed thus far, you have an admirable grasp of the fundamentals. I do, however, wish to confirm one small detail. Regarding your choice of arcane geometry, what factor most influences your actions during battle? Whatever will kill them the fastest. Is that an option? A desire to outwit an enemy, potential for amusement. I simply do what feels right. Aha! Just as I predicted. And now I have the final element needed to perform another calculation. The probability of you becoming an Arcanist of note is 90%. Give or take half a percent. Yes, the certainty is quite high. After all, I only know of one other practitioner who responded to my question in the same manner. It was the man who bestowed upon me this grimoire, the Guildmaster himself. While our inscrutable leader is, as I'm sure you've heard, on an indefinite leave of absence, he did leave us with the most notorious saying to date. Strategy is a tool used to manipulate one's situation into the desired reality. No matter how gifted you and I might be, however, the instantaneous manipulation of reality that might cause us to suddenly become mighty Arcanists is beyond our present abilities. Discipline and experience is the finest strategy in this case. Hi, my goat. Kevin Bernal as a wow. His tuition and Dominus finally not working. The pillow good for you. I don't understand some of that. But welcome. Welcome, baby. Yeah, I don't know all the words. I know some of those words. Sorry, babes. I suggest you continue to focus on refining your aptitude with Carbuncle. Mastery with an arcane entity will greatly improve your success as a wielder of Arcanima. Here ends your lesson for today. Pray return directly to the guild. I believe Mistress the Beardium is awaiting some inspected cargo. And what of myself? I'm off to the fields, of course. Tactics I reasoned out earlier must be attempted in real-life scenarios. Theory is all well and good, but there is no substitute for actual combat. We will meet again soon. Bye. I am playing Final Fantasy XIV, sweetheart. It's Mexican. They're saying you're not coming through, I think. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. I don't know. I mean, I'm coming through for the other people, right? And the little button over there says excellent, so I don't know what else to do. Okay, let us return. Turn that in, and then we'll go to Summerford Farms. Oh, okay. Alright. Ah, Grandma! Have you returned with the cargo? There you go. Yes, everything seems to be in order. Relatively clear of blood and other gore. That can be something of a problem in our profession. You understand. I also had word from Kalahia regarding your performance. She seemed eager to continue your training. An odd slice, I'll admit, but the guild can boast no finer mind for tactics. You would do well to heed the instructions she offers, particularly that which touches on the diligent approach to our art. And did you perchance notice the battered tone Kalahia carries? And that initiate's grimoire has served her from the day she entered the guild. She has her reasons, but it's admittedly strange to see it kept all the way to her present position as Foreseer. I fear such an intense focus on Arcanima has led her to overlook other important aspects of life. As our master strategist guides your Arcanist training, I hope that you might return the favor and help to broaden her own perspective somewhat. But enough of such matters at the moment. You have done well this day, Grandma. Continue your practice with Carbuncle, and Kalahia has bid. I will be here when the time comes for your next lesson. Yay! Yay! Alright, let us... I have a better grimoire and a top. Alright, so let's head out to Summerford Farms. Nope. There we go. Oh, it's a long run. So here we go. I mean, it's not that horrible. It's just up there. I have made further runs. Oh. I forget about these for hunter guild or hunter log. Hunting log. That's how pretty one day. I need one more. I think. Yep, that was it. Alright. Let's see. Thanks for actually looking and responding, unlike the very famous YouTubers. I enjoy talking to y'all. Now, there's going to be times, I will tell you, there are going to be times, like if I'm in a dungeon or something, and I don't want to die. But I do try to go back and see if I've missed anything. Depending on how far back I have to go back, I may not get to all of them. But I do enjoy talking to y'all. I mean, that's kind of part of why I stream. I enjoy y'all's company. There we go. Now we got teleport. Yes, you are. Hi, darling. Welcome to Grandma's stream. Okay. Let's see what Stelwyn wants. You must be the adventurer Batteron promised to send along. Gran'ma Lalafell, wasn't it? Be honored his word. You honored his word, so that's a good start. I'm Stelwyn, the old bastard, as Batteron likely described me. And this here is my humble orchard. Excuse me. Hi, Amber. A good number of the lads and lasses working here once terrorized the high seas. And if you're wondering why I employed these scrags, well, I used to crew my pirate ship. But the calamity did for our ship like it did so many others, and I was sore wounded into the bargain. I had to feed myself and my crew somehow, and Admiral Merwell's initiative to get us landlocked buccaneers working the field seems too fine an offer to refuse. I am doing wonderful, Amber. Thank you so very much. I hope y'all are all doing well. I know it's Monday, but... Well, it turns out you can take the pirate away from the sea, but you can't take the sea away from the pirate. A lot of my blokes just never took to tending the soil, you see. And unfortunately, the botanists I called in to train them have been wringing their hands in black despair. With so much work piling up, I need a tougher soul like you to step in and help where it's needed. Oh, Crib, I love you too, baby. Thank you. Alright, we got shoes. Why is this not? Let's see. Item comparison. It may not have lit up, but I'm still going to choose them. Hi, Henrika? I hope I said that right. There we go. Kitty cats. My favorite food. Y'all gonna laugh. My favorite food is fried okra and chicken nuggets. A lot of times at night I'll go in there and I'll start up the deep fryer and I'll throw in me some chicken nuggets and some fried okra, and that's kind of like my favorite thing to eat. Alright, let's see what we got here. Man, just... Yep, it's the same thing. Which is fine. We'll just take the money when we get to it. Dress to call. Stelwyn, owner of Summerford Farms, wishes to inspect your equipment and thereby gauge your readiness for the task he has in mind. I have a mind to set you a task, Lalafell, but before I do, I need to be sure you're properly kitted out. Pirates don't care to parley with dandies. You understand. It might well be that the ones here have traded in their cutlasses for cultures, but they are still rogues at heart. I know a solid set of gear when I see it. Come back when you think you're more suitably equipped. Well, it looks like I'm suitably equipped because it turned green. Oh, she is eating mac and cheese. Yes, I am right now. I'm eating mac and cheese. I love noodles. I like mac and cheese. I like ravioli. I like fettuccine alfredo. I like spaghetti, lasagna. If it's a noodle, I'll eat it. When I said I see your videos, it makes me feel happy. Well, I'm so glad, Yeshua. So very glad. Let's have a look at you, shall we? No, as long as you're this well covered, I won't feel any guilt throwing you to the sharks. Erstwhile buccaneers are an ornery lot. They rage in love for the sea and care little for the laws of the land. But they respect strength, and by the looks of you, so you have a little trouble getting their attention. Alright. Well, yeah, like I said, I'm going to definitely have to do my bars later. What? What? What you whatting about? That I'm eating mac and cheese, or that I like noodles, or that my actual favorite food is chicken nuggets? I'm a big kid at heart. My son, from time to time, will go and grab me a, I get a kid's meal. That's about all I can eat. But he'll grab it from McDonald's and get me the chicken nuggets. Case in point, he lets me keep the toys too. So, yeah, I love chicken nuggets. Hi, Lalafell. That aura of confidence tells me you've not been idle since last we met. I hope I've read you all right. For I have a task that requires the attention of a capable adventurer. Might that adventurer be you? Well, I guess so. Lurkers in the grotto. Alright, so he's got another task for us. Good to hear. Then I shall lay before you the story tale. You will have heard the rumors of abductions. Citizens have been disappearing from every corner of Lominsa as if plucked from the face of Heidelin, boots and all, by an unseen hand. And what's this got to do with Summerford Farms, you might ask? Well, that remains to be seen, but it seems a collection of right unsavory fellows with azure tattooed faces have been creeping up to the edges of the field and spying on the yeoman. Now, I doubt anyone would enjoy being scrutinized by such savages at the best of times, but the farmhands are convinced that they're kidnappers of rumor, come for their hides. Pardon me. Hi, communist? Okay. Interesting. How are you doing, darling? And welcome to the channel. Needless to say, they're beside themselves with worry, and their work suffering for it. Which is the very last thing I need when my old crewmen are still getting used to their new jobs. 'Tis a struggle to get them to leave the farmhouse of a morning. Me too. Hello, Jomel. That is, as they say, where you come in. Would you be willing to investigate these tattooed thugs for me? Damn, I got you both. I have 4 baby chickens in my neck right now. My new pets. You got baby chickens? Feeling the good old days. Good, lass. The sooner we get to the bottom of this, the sooner this place will start to resemble a working farm again. I suggest you begin by having a look around Season Grotto. If reports are to be believed, our unwelcome visitors have occupied the place. Be careful, though, Lalafell. I couldn't say for sure what manner of miscreants we're dealing with here. If they are the kidnappers, well, just be on your guard, all right? Kim, I got you, boo. All right. Am I big enough to... Yeah, we're not there. Have level 10. Okay. I couldn't remember. We'll get there eventually. Okay. No. Let's go do some inspecting. Oh, this is where I have to go in. Man, it's been a hot minute since I've been here. Alright, we have to go down here, and I think there's some hunting logs down here too. Yep, the boogie. It's a boogie. Whoops, that's not what I meant. Like I said. Things the way I want them. I think we only need 3 leaves. Yep, just the 3. Oh, it's our first duty, that's right. I think this is where we actually meet your Stola for the first time. I think.
I am the waves that bear. I am the winds that guide. I am the evening stars. I am the morning sky. I am born of the sea, and there shall I die. Thus reads the sailor's requiem, carved into yonder stone. Such words well describe the manner in which the citizens of Limsa, Lominsa live their lives.
You have a yellow painted turtle named Luna? Aww. This is your first time it's my first time streaming over on YouTube, yes. I typically would stream on Twitch, but I figured out how to get it set up in the same program that I do Twitch in. So that helped a lot. Hi, Zai. Best sister, nice.
It is both a litany against misfortune for those out on the waves, and a prayer that the souls of those who perish on land might find their way back to the sea. Ah, you are the adventurer I've seen around Summerford Farms.
That I am.
I thought myself on the trail of the kidnappers, but it would seem I have missed my mark.
Ooh,
or perhaps not.
How you doing, Zai?
As I suspected, the etheric disturbance here is no natural occurrence.
It is not.
Nor is it a coincidence that the two of us should come here in search of those responsible for the disappearances, only to be attacked. But who stands to benefit from the keeping of this secret? Oh, such thoughts must wait. Let us attend to the task at hand, unpleasant though it be.
Let's beat it up. I think something awry with the creatures. Be on your guard. Hi, Team Drift. Thank you, sweetheart. Time to bully the local wildlife. I'm on fire, Grandma. I call it a boogie. I know it's not pronounced a boogie, but I call these little boogies. More boogies! Creature falters. Press the attack at the bottom of the screen. There we go. McDonald's chicken nuggets or S tier the alley. And that's what my son will get me. He'll get me the little Happy Meal with chicken nuggets and
Phew!
honey mustard. Oh, thank you, Zai. Oh, hi, Lords. We got our first crystal.
Hear, feel, think. Crystal Bearer.
I am.
I am Hydaelyn, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate.
It's okay, baby.
The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them.
Weird.
By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves. to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart. Go now, my child, and shine thy light on all creation.
Awake again, are we? Aha! The poor creature's fury was kindled with cruel forethought. See this blade? I found it in the Gubu's back. I have seen knives of this kind before. They are most commonly used for the cutting of rope. It would appear our culprits are seafaring men of some persuasion. Piratical being the most probable. In any event, you seem much recovered from your sudden affliction. I confess, I was rather taken aback when you collapsed at the very moment of our victory. Mayhap a surfeit of ether? I beg your pardon. A towering crystal. I'm sure I don't... Oh! Well, well. This has been a day of unexpected revelations. I must continue my investigation. In the meantime, I suggest you deliver this knife to your patron, along with a warning concerning the pirate's probable involvement in this murky business.
Anybody else notice that knife is bigger than Grandma? It would be more like a sword to her.
The days ahead promise little rest, I fear. May our paths cross again, under the light of the crystal.
Okay. Let's go back here a little bit. So let's see. It's great to be here for the beginning. We all know what happens at the end. We do. And yes, I am the Gran'ma Lalafell in the game too. I wish I could gift and Twitch. And don't worry about that, sweetheart. This is a lot of fun for me. Just show up, have fun with me. Watch the videos. It's so much more wholesome than the wall is. Aww. Well, the side, yes. And I typically on my other tune, my first grandma, I keep cookies on her, and from time to time I will hand the cookies out, and they say that Gran'ma Lalafell made them. I may end up doing that too over here, so who knows. Why isn't a rolling pin an epic weapon? See, I always wanted the frying pan. I mean, a rolling pin would be great, but yeah, the frying pan, you know. I hope you'll stream again, and Mondays are going to be my YouTube days. I have decided for that. So y'all have got me just about every Monday. The only reason that that would change is I also have another game that is depending on one of the people that is playing with it on what days he gets off. And typically it's Tuesdays, Wednesdays, or Thursdays, but in the off case that he ever gets a Monday off, and it happens to be his only day off, we play Wrath together, and that would be the reason why it would not be on a Monday. So, Grandma gets a sword for a butter knife. Yep. Every time I see her without her, yeah, I'm pull a rib. Who is that? That's why I said that definitely gonna have to get some things. Her normal wear, which I know. Yeah, I don't think we can. Well, I guess. Can we glamour something without it being bound to us and give it to somebody and it still be glamored as that? I've never actually like seen that. Granny has only begun to witness the Lalafell cinematic tomfoolery. Can you play Israel Obi next? I don't know what that is. Oh, yep. That's one thing. Always respect the mods. They keep my community safe and the chat free of unwanted chatter, if you will. And I trust them with everything, and they keep me safe too. So it is instantly banned. Okay, all right. I just can't remember at what level I can actually start glamming. I think isn't that like not really my level, but the MS2 level, if I remember. God, it has been a while since I've been back here. Like I have to run everywhere. Oh my goodness. This is a blue board. That was me on the other laptop back here in my own body now. Yay! Yeah, the actual Lucky Langley is at work. And he is the one, he is the fourth person in my raft that I will adjust my schedule according to his work week. Because he's the only one of us that plays raft and while I'm streaming that does not have a static schedule, I guess you could say. How far have you gone on my oh yeah, no. My other Gran'ma Lalafell is my main streaming one that I have been streaming on her on Twitch since August of 2021. I am waiting on the next patch. So yeah, and I actually like going back from time to time, so this was actually good timing because I forget certain things in the beginning, and I love how you remember or relearn certain aspects of what's going on. So yeah, I'm an alcoholic that way because I enjoy remembering. My very first tune is Leopard Meow Meow, and I went through her, and I think she was up in Shadowbringers, if I'm not mistaken, when I started actually streaming because I loved it and I wanted to show everybody this story because I loved it. I mean, what I say, it is the greatest storybook I've ever had the pleasure of playing. But when I went back and realized how things crossed over and tied in so many different ways, I was amazed. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. It was just like, oh, that actually pertains to this. And it's just like it all just kind of like crosses over. So yeah, from time to time I'll just grab and make a new tune so that I don't forget what started it all. Oh yeah, no, there's no real spoilers. I just don't know if anybody in chat is just watching for the storyline, and I wouldn't want them to get spoiled either. That's my only thing. Yeah, no spoilers for me. We'll have a few more MSQs in the conclusion of Deal tomorrow, but yeah, tomorrow this week we changed that. I'll be over on Twitch doing Raft tomorrow, and then Wednesday and Thursday will be, and I may end up, that's kind of back to back, and I don't know if, we may, I don't know, we'll see. I know one day we have to do the pieces of the raid, the new Wondrous Tales. I have the last part of the Yuck opened just in time for the next X-Pack to drop the Allied one. So, but other than that, just waiting on the new stuff to drop for the route and waiting a little bit more. I keep forgetting that there's Hildebrand stuff too. So, but yeah, for the most part, I'm caught up. So, I'm just waiting on the patch. You have to go, okay, Lily. Have a good night, darling. It's off Thursday. I thought he was off. Okay, so he's off Tuesday and Thursday this week. Because I have it on my calendar. And I've done something with my thumb. Have you ever just like hold a muscle in your thumb that every time you did that it hurt? Well, not hurt, but it's uncomfortable. Okay. Because we were doing Raft on Wednesdays. So, okay. So, Raft tomorrow, and then... Okay. Need to find out what he's doing next week, too. Okay. Anyway, back to it. And yes, I do kind of like playing with my mods in the stream chat, too, because I will forget. I mean, Grandma Brain is a real thing. It's one of those, what were we talking about again? I mean, so, yeah. I will say what I need to say. And they help me remember. So, Lalafell, right glad am I to see you safely returned. My lads were all gabbing about hearing what sounded like all 7 hells breaking loose near the grotto, and I fear I'd sent you to your death. If you were in the middle of that commotion, I hope it yielded something of interest. I'd hate to think you'd risk your life or not. Well, you want to take a look at this sailor's knife? A blade pulled from the back of a creature you slew at the cave, eh? I'd agree that such a knife would be part of any seafaring man's kit. I'm starting to think these ruffians are pirates, come to lure my farmhands back to the life of plunder. Chances are, they didn't take kindly to your appearance on their doorstep and set a maddened gooboo on you. The pirates have been adding to their numbers of late. I'd best warn the lads and lasses in my employ to be on the guard against their schemes. So I have both of y'all, yay! Yeah, I need to figure out how to get at least my mod walk-ons. I kind of missed that. So, we'll figure that out eventually. You met someone else at the grotto? A woman with a strange contraption? Justola. She's been in Lominsa for a good while now. Her studies of the ether often bring her out to Summerford, so her presence at the grotto is hardly unusual. She's an odd-looking lass, I grant you, but she's not the kind to associate with kidnappers. You may take my word for that. At first I thought you were new, so I was going to say welcome, but hearing you speak, I understand that you are experienced. Still, though, love to stumble across you. Thank you, sweetheart. Yeah, I absolutely love it. And I love showing it. It was one of those things I wanted to stream on YouTube, but I didn't want to come in halfway through or towards the end or whatever on another tune. So it was just like, you know what? I'm going to make another Gran'ma Lalafell. I love the story that much. And we're going to go from the beginning. And from what I hear, the way things are going to be changing with the next X-Pack is probably easier in doing it, figuring out the lower stuff first. So that's going to be interesting. But we'll get there eventually. Where trust should be lacking is in those yeomen of mine who have yet to wholly relinquish their pirate past. The temptation to return to the free and easy life of buccaneer may prove too strong to resist. You have my thanks, Lalafell. If it weren't for the efforts of stalwart adventurers like yourself, this farm would be in far worse state than it is. Just you keep on lending your talent to those in need, eh? Help bring Limsa the brighter future she deserves. Yay! Oh, gotta check one. I hardly ever use these things anyway. And we are at 9. So, well, our level is at 9. Our MSQ is back at 7. So. Ah! Well, he's up in arms as his hired hands are nowhere to be found. So we're going into washed up. That sea sloth Severin and his lot, never around when there's work to be done. I'd sooner hire you for the sake of getting things done, but then the rascallions would never learn. Round them up and let them know that Styron would like a word, and don't take no for an answer. Well, okay then. Back to work. Okay. No. Work? Ha! Can't work when my hands are full lifting this mug. You know, I'd wager me last deal you'd never guess what I'm drinking. Swill water. Well, you're right about the swill part. I reckon it might be worth a day of doing Stalward's chores if it'll afford me a taste of proper grog. Proper grog. Sweetheart, just go get you some mead. Ah, a little la-la. How am I supposed to work on an empty stomach? Go on, have a guess what I had for breakfast. Ash tuna. What? How'd you know? It's my breath, ain't it? It probably smells as wooden as the food tasted. But I know why you're here. I'd just as soon get some real food in me, but I ain't one to reject the summons from the captain. And there you go. Lord. But yeah, when I fell earlier, I used my whole left side. I mean, I don't know how to put it. My whole left side, like, took the impact. And now I feel like I have pulled a muscle, like, right there. So that's fun. Axes were made for splitting skulls, not stumps. You know what I did in my sailing days? Wanton slaughter. You bet your bosom I did, lass. Ah, those were the days. I reckon now I'll have to be satisfied taking my axe to the trees. Well, bless your heart. Get up here. Yeah, there we go. Up and at 'em, sir. So, Stalwart sent you. And what do you reckon I stated that? Workers for the weak and the witless? Damn right. Didn't get where I am by taking guff from any glorified gardeners. But I suppose I could see what he wants to get him off my back. Hi, Glenise. How you doing, baby? Alright, let's go and find that last one. Oh, yeah, it's 7. This boy, I want to take over my lap and give him a butt whooping. Hi, I'm Severin. You the old man's errand girl now. Tell my dear old captain not to wet his britches. I'll be along. Oh, and just so we're clear, I don't care for landlubbers. Go find a chocobo you rode in on and ride it right on out. Rude. That's kind of mean. I do remember I didn't like Severin though. He's bratty. And not the good kind of bratty. Alrighty then. No. You continue to impress, lass, but all but 7 are accounted. It's no fault of yours, he squirmed out. I've let that worm wriggle through my fingers more times than I can count. But rest assured, the next time I see him, I'll put him squarely in the dirt, where such worms belong. Well, there you go. Let's see what we get next. Ooh. Oh, that's the one that does top and bottom. Alright, double dealings. Alright, so he's worried that his stacks of oranges will not reach the Lothagran checkpoint as planned. Pains me to say, but all the gil in the world can't buy loyalty. There are some like you who can be trusted, but then there are others. Until now, I had no choice but to rely on that charlatan Severin. Even though I am full aware he's been doing shady deals behind my back. More than once I've heard tell of improper trading with goblins. I wouldn't be the least surprised if that were happening right now. Not a bell ago, a sack of oranges vanished, as did Severin. I want you to find and confront the bastard for me, Lalafell. I'm sure there's wrongdoing afoot, so be sure to doubt anything that comes out of his mouth. Woohoo! We get to go doubt. No. Hi, dude. How you doing, darling? No. It is getting late. I'm only here for another 27 minutes. That will be my 3 hours. And then we will wrap this up. There he is. Alright. Let's go doubt this feller. Second mark now. What does that mean? What's this now? Someone sent you for the oranges. Huh. So the old bugger had known all this time. Ugh. What does it matter anyway? Listen, you're one of those goody-goody adventure types, right? Go rescue me mates from those double-dealing goblins. They're just over yonder by the bonfire. Goody, goody. Okay, yeah. Oh, 2 hours. Okay. They tried to throw bombs at me. Elmer. Aramis. Rose. Shame on y'all. I did see some trees. saved me mates, and for that I owe you. 'Cause I should be ashamed I couldn't clean up my own mess. But a pirate knows no shame. I've no qualms about going back on my word. I'm only giving you a sight 'cause I like the cut of your jib. Like the cut of my jib. Okay. Take it to Onsen and send him my regards. I'm probably the only one cheating right or chatting. It's just like, why are you cheating, baby? Alright. Let's go take this sack of oranges. There they are. Well, what have we here? A delivery from Summerford Farms. And it's scheduled? Ha! There's a first time for everything. Well, okay then. Well, look at that. Not a single one missing either. About the only thing that's not here are those bagmen, and I don't miss them one bit. Here's Starwin's payment in full. With you, I can trust it'll reach them. Well, there you go. You might have to like the field use of money to get to this one. The teleports and some such. There we go. Alright. Back in one piece? That's a relief. How did you fare, Lalafell? Well, I brought you money. Oh, this is what I was aiming for. Looks to be all I was owed, alright. Though I'll be telling you false if I claimed I had not held out more hope for several. I was even willing to overlook the skimming off the top, but to sell us all short in favor of those godforsaken goblins. You do well to mind yourself around that two-guild chief. If he'd leave his own mate for dead, there's no telling what he'd do to you. Well, okay then. And we have reached level 10. Alright. Oh, but if I do that, then I'll lose my XP bonus. It's fine. I'll keep my XP bonus. Oh. Okay. Loam maintenance. Gurkant seeks fertile soil to improve the yields of his newly plowed fields. Blast! At this rate, the crops will never be ready for harvest. If only we had black loam. Just a bit could send our stocks soaring. I'll bet Rotwida knows where you might find some. Perhaps you might pay her a visit in the orchard? Well, I guess I will. Some of us are actually watching. Alright. What you got for me? That Gurkant's got a head of cabbage if he thinks I'm fetching him any black loam. But if you dare to pinch some from the cook pot, then be my guest. Just mind you don't get trampled upon by the Eorzea that dwell there. And once you 3 bushels worth, take the black loam to Thriftwall at Tiller's Rest. You'll know what to do. Alrighty. see if I can possibly get any dope. Well, I was hoping I could like sneak by, but that's okay. And I swear it looks like I'm picking up dung. What is it with this game and picking up poo? Because I promise you, this is not the only time that we will be doing this. Ah. There's the 3. Get out before he sees us. Yay! You have 13. That is a one that is going to be played in the future. I haven't decided whether I'm going to do it on Twitch or if I'm going to do it on YouTube. I guess it depends on when and what else I have going on. I guess I could have returned. Or teleported at least. But with my 719 gil. Oh look! I can get the chocobo now. Oh, that was supposed to go to the dude cooking or something. I thought I was supposed to come back over here. It's been a minute. Even the weeds wither and die on this desolate dirt. Well, how about... And that's exactly what it is. Quite literally a steaming sack of shite. Oh yeah, we picked up 3 big old things of poop. But a bit of this black loam ought to change all that. I haven't seen any in ages. Gathering black loam's not for the weak of will, nor the weak of stomach, eh? Oh, don't tell me Gurkant and Rodwida neglected to mention where black loam comes from. Well, pardon me, surely you figured it out on your own from the cloying stench. It comes from the Eorzea lair of all places. Well, while dwell on who misled whom about what matters is that your efforts have brought us the black loam, and we can expect a bountiful harvest as a result. Thank you. Alright, this one. Oh, I guess I'm not putting that on. Oh, because it's got all the other ones too. But bigger, better book. Alright, Plowshares to Swords. They need stolen farm tools recovered. Confound pirates, they know nothing of tilling and only killing. Stealing our shovels to smelt and forge into axes of all things. They're biting the hand that feeds them, the mangy mongrels. I'd love to teach those curs a lesson in obedience myself if I hadn't sworn to Stelwern that I wouldn't fight no more. So, I need you to bring back our farm tools and make sure those dogs reap what they sown. Well, okay then. We can do that. I'll put these. And I love how the other one just kind of stands there like he doesn't see that I've hit his friend and taken him from him. Oh, but I need those for my hunt. Well, that's cool. Grab this real quick. I need another one. Yep. We're about to hit 11. And there it is. Alright. Well, we got all that. Did I really? Just get... Alright. I ain't mad at you. I mean, I'll kill you, but I ain't mad at you. Oh, we haven't been eating our food. That's an extra bit. There we go. It's pretty good graphics though. Hey, hi Matthew, how you doing, baby? I wonder what those sea dogs will try and steal when there's no harvest. How good to see the tools back and in serviceable condition, which will be more than we can say for Severn when we get our hands on them. The wretch likely had a role in the theft. Despite of meeting the pirates in secret, I did. I couldn't care less that the wastrel won't work, but when he consorts with the cut purses that take our tools away, he's crossed the line. Still, we're not to know what sort of scallywag he's dealing with. Take word to him, would you? Well, okay then. Foxtail! Get him, Grandma. If you run out of spells, get them. I get them. I get them good. Let us hop over here. Because we've only got about 10 minutes left. And I was kind of hoping to at least get to the next duty. But if we don't, that is okay. I will be back next Monday with more of this on YouTube. Like I said, I am dedicating my Mondays to streaming to YouTube now that I got it set up. I have some things I need to tweak, but that's about it. Pirates making off with our tools? Craftfile did well not to take matters into his own hands. Last thing I need is blood on my crops. But I'll be damned if Severn thinks he can take us for fools. His treachery won't go unpunished. Well, good. I've come to expect a great deal from you, lass, and you've never once let me down. Yet, what I'd ask of you now goes beyond aught I've asked before. Would you hear my plea all the same? Just desserts. Alright, so he has reason to believe that Severn is up to no good. Something must be done. It eases my mind to have your ear. You're no doubt familiar with what scoundrel Severn... Try that one more time. You're no doubt familiar with that scoundrel Severn by now. Well, the scheming scapegrace is at it again. Since that letter came for him, he's been skulking about in the manner he does when he's up to no good. Now he's rounding up his rogues and buggered off. with nary a word to anyone. I've grown accustomed to his insolence, but something tells me this is different. It ain't exactly damning, but when last I had words with him, he didn't look defiant so much as hunted. I can't help thinking he's gone looking for trouble and found more than he wanted. So I was hoping you might hunt his sorry hide down and drag it back here before it's too late. Hey, Joaquin? How you doing, darling? The ungrateful little cur bites me every chance he gets, but I can't quite bring myself to cut him loose. I suppose he reminds me a bit of my younger self. Suffice it to say, I'd rather he didn't come to a sticky end. As for how to find him, I'd try asking Gran'ma at the XIV. She was the last one to see him. I dare say she'll be able to tell you where he was headed. I think that's a long run once we talk to them, and if so, we will return and just pick up the next part of the Arcanist one and call it a night. But we have definitely made some progress. Nothing that passes through those gates escapes my notice. I saw the rouser and his rabble set out for Woad Whisper Canyon not long ago, singing about drinking themselves stupider. Cheeky Sod said I should join them. I told them I'd rather shrivel up and sip whatever it was that had pickled their brains. If you find the idle swine, be sure and give them a cuff round the ear from me, will you? Yeah, that one's way down there. We're going to just go ahead and return and go ahead and pick up the next one for the Arcanist. And once we get that picked up, we'll go ahead and close it out. Cones, it pains. We're just gonna call you Cones. Is that okay? You got a long name, baby. Welcome, sweetheart. Hey, May, how you doing, darling? Okay. Tactical planning. Acting Guildmaster, Thubber Gem wishes to assess the improvement of your Arcanist skills. Yes, Grandma. The time for your next lesson is upon us. You're keeping well, I trust. And taking the occasional brisk walk. One cannot form sound thoughts if one fails to maintain a sound body. Now, assuming you have been following Kalinia's instructions, you should be ready to face the more dangerous threats found in western Lenosia. I speak of roselings and wild jackals. And yes, I would have you vanquish 3 of each. 'Tis a perfect sample size. The first acts as a preliminary test case, and the second to test your hypothesis. The third to perfect the tactic you devise. Speaking of which, I trust your strategy will consist of more than simply flinging ruin over and over again. You are not the novice you once were, and your skills in the field ought to reflect it. If you find yourself wanting for other approaches, consider an assault with ruin in tandem with attacks from your carbine. When timed appropriately, you can deal a crippling blow to your opponent. And rightfully so I can, too. Alright, my darlings. We're going to go ahead and halt for today. I am going to go park in the inn. No. Oh, do I have it in yet? I didn't even notice it. Yeah, I probably don't. Yep. I can't go into the inn, so we will just stand out here and have a sit down with Ninja. and call it a day. Thank y'all for coming out. This has been a lot of fun. Like I said, this is not my first toon in Final Fantasy, but I absolutely love and adore the storyline for Final Fantasy 14. So I wanted to share it over here as well. But yeah, thank y'all for being in here. I enjoy so very much chatting with y'all. If you happen to have Twitch, I will be on the Twitch tomorrow, with Raph, with Media and Langsley, and another friend of ours named Lily, where we are going through the storyline of that and building a bigger, better boat, and killing Bruce, of course, every chance we get. So, if you are so inclined, I will be over there, and I do hope to see you in chat. Otherwise, I will be back here next Monday, same bat time, same bat channel, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, doing more of the storyline. So I do hope to see you. I will go through and condense the 3-hour stream into about a 30-minute review, so you can look forward to that too. But thank y'all for being here. Peace out. Keep doing your bull. Have a wonderful evening and dream sweet. Good night, guys.